Okay, so now we're here in the last video, and again we're just going to continue to practice our skills. Alright, we need to find the largest square factor of 96. So whenever you see an even number, you got to hunch that the perfect square is going to be an even number. Alright, 4 works, but 4 is not big enough. This one's the square root of 16 and the square root of 6, which becomes 4 radical 6. Again, build your skills, develop them. Maybe you guys are feeling good. If you are, just pause this video, see if you guys can do it on your own, then check your work. If not, just continue to watch. And again, square root of 98, we already saw that in number 6 up here. Realize that there's only a certain amount of problems too. It might take a while, but eventually these numbers are going to become repetitive. You're going to see them over and over again. It's all about building those skills. Square root of 72, again, we saw this one before already. It's an even number. I know the perfect square is going to be even, and just 36. Half of 72 is 36, so it's going to be square root of 36 and the square root of 2, which becomes 6 radical 2. Ooh, some new blood. We haven't seen this one yet. 45. All right, so since it's an odd number, that means the perfect square is going to have to be odd, and it just so happens to be the first odd perfect square. That's not 1. 1 never helps. It's square root of 9 and the square root of 5. 9 is a perfect square. I'm going to get 3 radical 5. All right, and again, maybe I should have done this, but this is our bread and butter up here. All right, this is really going to help us out. That's what I got right there. Nice. You have it somewhere where you can always reference it. 216, what a weird number. Alright, it's an even number, so the perfect square is going to be even. Alright, you can play around, you can divide it by 4, that's going to work. 16, I'm not sure if 16 works. 216 divided by 16, it doesn't. Let's do 36, that one's the largest square factor. Alright, that's going to break up into the square root of 36 and the square root of 6. And again, just emphasizing things. I see students not do this all the time. Write your square roots until they're not necessary anymore. It's not necessary once I do the square root of 36 because that is regular 6. Actually compute the number, see it all the way through, but realize how it's necessary on this last part because the square root of 6 cannot be simplified. All right, if I plug the square root of 36 into my calculator, I get 2.449489743. It's an irrational number, it never ends. All right, cruising right along. Square root of 9, the square root of 2, 3 radical 2. All right, so most of the times it's an even number. It's going to be even square factor. This is one case where it wasn't. It's just general tips, guidelines, but again, there's so many cases where you never know. Square root of 144, don't get tricked, that's just 12. Don't overthink these problems. Recognize the perfect squares and simplify from there. And then the last one in these notes, the square root of 175, is going to be square root of 25 and the square root of 7, which becomes 5 radical 7. All right, so again, the punchline is to find the largest square factor first. Once you develop that skill, these really become 2-step problems and stuff I think you guys can have a lot of success with. All right, that's it for today's notes. Make sure you guys submit these and have a great rest of your day.